guys, it's your girl Shady Lane 2121 coming at you with a long overdue video. As always, super busy, blah 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 blah. So this video is going to basically be a recap of the competitions that I did. The last one was around 2-3 weeks ago. So I just want to kind of recap, give you my feelings on it, and kind of let you guys know like what I did and kind of walk you through it a little bit, I guess. So I did 2 competitions. The last one I did was in Mesa. It was a really big show. There was like 300 some competitors from bodybuilding, fitness, figure, bikini, physique. So all the different levels of bodybuilding. It was very busy. Everything went by so quick. It was like a blur. These shows that I am doing in my state, the promoter that runs them does them in 2 days for the big shows. Normally they're only done in 1 day. Usually it's done, the morning show is the prejudging, and then in the evening you come back for the finals. Well, he does it where you come 1 day and it's the prejudging, and then the next night is the finals. Also, yeah, you have to come and register for the show that you're going to do. So he does them in Phoenix, which is a city next to me, which is about 2 hours away. So the day before prejudging, you have to drive up there, register, which only takes you like 30 minutes, and then the next day is the prejudging. So for me, it's like a 3-day affair to do one show. So that is kind of sucky in that aspect, because then you have to have a hotel and everything. So like I said before, competing is expensive. So if you want to compete, be ready to pay some money because it's expensive. Yeah, there's ways you can cut corners, but it is definitely expensive. So we ended up staying at my sister-in-law's house because she lives in Mesa, so that saved us some money. But it was around 45 minutes from the venue, so we drove there, drove back, drove there, drove back. On the day of the show, we decided to just go ahead and get a hotel room, so that way I could change and get dressed and everything in the hotel room. That was right down the street from the actual venue, and it made it so much easier. 1 second. As I was saying, my daughter just knocked on the door. Yeah, so we rented a hotel. So for the next show that I do in Mesa, I will definitely be renting a hotel down the street from the venue. It's so much easier, like I said, because it's right there. I can go to the meetings and then do this, and it's just all right there. And then my husband can stay in the room and chill, and not have to worry about waiting here and there. It's just a lot easier that way. So next time I'll just be renting a room for the whole 3 days. So I'm trying to like remember all this. You have to go to, like, for ours, you have to go to a competitor meeting each day, where basically they tell you what's going to happen, the layout, yada yada yada. That's usually around 30-45 minutes, and it's usually like an hour before the show starts. Then you have to worry about tanning, so I did get professionally tanned for this show. Very glad that I did. It was a total difference. I was super dark. I went for 2 sessions, one before the meeting, and then I think one right before the show started. And they spray tanned me. That was it was $80. Then, you know, you tip them, whatever. So it ends up being like $100. But it's totally worth it, and that includes both tans on the night of the show, and you go home, take a shower with the company I went with, and then for the next night's show, you come back and they put another coat on you. They also do your bikini bite, which is gluing your suit to your ass so it doesn't move, and touch-ups in case anything happens to your tan while you're there. So let's just go over some things that I learned that I think are like some good tips maybe to help people that haven't competed or want to compete. Number 1, definitely get the spray tan. Number 2, definitely get a hotel next to your venue. Number 3, I would definitely say to get your makeup and hair done at your hotel. That way you're not rushing around, you're not having to fight for mirror space, anything like that. You come already prepared, you don't have to worry about it. And that's what I did the first night, or the first day. The second day, I was pretty much made up, but I was able to get a spot pretty quick because I got there early and like right after the meeting, ran up there and got my spot in front of a mirror in the room because there are going to be a lot of girls if it's a big show and everybody's fighting for space. It's cramped in there. It's crowded. It's just a hot mess. So either do your makeup and hair, get it done right before the show, right before you get there, or make sure that you have an extra mirror with you. So if you can't find a mirror, you can, find somewhere to do it at. But I would suggest, like with me, I do my own makeup, throw a wig on, and I'm good. So for me, getting dressed at the hotel was a lot less stressful, and I could take my time and everything like that. So for me, that was a big tip. Another one, always have an extra of everything. I didn't need any extras. I didn't break a heel. I didn't pop anything in my suit or anything like that, but other girls did. So make sure you always have an extra everything. An extra suit if you can, an extra pair of heels, a little sewing kit in case something goes wrong on your suit. If a rhinestone or something pops off your suit, you have a lot of rhinestones or Swarovski crystals, don't be worried. You cannot see it from the stage. With all that blinging, it's just a blur. Trust me. You cannot tell. So don't be too worried about that. I bought like silky type polyester pajamas in black. They were so comfortable. Everybody was like, that's such a great idea. I should have thought of that. So comfortable. Button up long sleeve silky pajamas. Black with the bottoms, loose bottoms that go with them. Got them at Target on clearance for like 14 bucks. Love them. Also got a silky like black robe, same material from Target, also on clearance for like 10 bucks. Love them both. And I had that for when I was right backstage, like right about to go on. So both of those came in handy. Other people will wear like sweats and like a loose shirt or whatever. But mine, I was so comfortable. I was walking around in them just comfy, cozy. So definitely make sure you get something that is not going to rub off your tan. That's most important. Don't get anything red because the dye can interact with that, with your tan. What else? Make sure you have your food packed for your day, whether you're eating chicken breast, you're eating rice cakes, whatever. Make sure you have all that with you. Take some exercise bands with you in your case because the pump-up room was packed. So I was glad that I had my pump-up bands with me at all times. Here's another tip that most people don't know, is when you're going up to the stage, I don't wear my heels. I wear the slip-on heels. Don't wear your heels around all day, ladies, because your feet will be killing you by the time you get on stage. So that's another thing, get flip-flops. Wear your flip-flops around them in my work, walk around in my suit in my flip-flops. I did not put my heels on. I carried my heels up to the line to go onto the stage. Did not put my heels on until I got in line. And when I got in line, I took off my flip-flops, threw them to the side, and put on my heels. Also took my my exercise bands with me all the way in the line. All the girls are also pumping up in line, doing push-ups, whatever, to get that pump before you get into the line. Backstage, I don't know if this is how it is everywhere, but at this competition, backstage, they had M&Ms, they had Oreos, they had Gatorade, they had Reese's Pieces. Don't go crazy because it's still a competition. So, you might want to have a couple M&Ms or an Oreo or something before you on stage, right before when you're pumping up to get that sugar, get you vascular. But do not go overboard because it is still a show and you don't want your body to react crazy when you've been dieting for so long. So just be careful with that. All in all, it was an awesome experience. It was very scary. I'm not a person that likes to be on stage, so it was pretty nerve-wracking. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see pictures of the show. So, anywho, I ended up placing 11th out of 15. Wasn't happy with that. I won't go into all of that. But it's the name of the game. Got to get your face out there. Got to get recognized. They've got to get to know you on the circuit, you know what I mean? So, I'm still, ecstatic about competing. Emailed the judges to ask them what I could do better for the next show. And all they could tell me was, you looked great, just practice your posing a little bit and tighten up a bit. I don't know. They want to see more muscle definition, but again. Anyways, you guys don't want me to start that. If you've seen the video, you know. And I did post a video for the competition that I did. Clay took it, so it's pretty good to see what I look like and everything. I will admit my posing was very off. I practiced my posing, and I would like pose for like a minute and then turn a minute, you know. So I was not expecting it to go so quickly, and I mean, we got up there and it was just like, okay, front pose, all right, you know, quarter turn to the left, quarter turn to the back, quarter turn to the, it was so quick. So trying to transition into those poses so quick, I wasn't used to. And I really screwed up my back pose. My back was more squeezed in instead of flared outward. So those were things that I definitely need to work on. Being able to close the gap in my legs, I'm pretty bow-legged. So trying to close the gap, I'm working on that for the next show. So these are all things, I'm just a baby in the game, trying to build up my shoulders and stuff like that. So it's all good. It was a learning experience. I'm taking every show as a learning experience, and yeah. So my next shows will be in July. I'm thinking I'll do the July show. There's 2 back-to-back weekends. The one that's in my town for sure, which I believe is July 13th. And then there's a show directly after that, the next weekend, the big show in Mesa, which I believe is the 19th. I will be doing that if I can get the time off. I'm not sure right now. I'm hoping and praying, fingers crossed, that I can do both. The one here in my town is on a Saturday, so I'll be able to do that one for sure. There's also a show in November in Mesa, but I don't know if I want to do another show that quickly, but I might. If I don't do that show in November, I would do a bulk from July till probably January, or actually till December. I would bulk till December, and then come back for a show in March, the new season next year. So right now I'm focusing on July, and we'll see where it goes from there. I can't say. So, yeah, so that's my quick recap on that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I did go to Cheesecake Factory after. Killed it. I was dying. I like ate whatever I wanted for like around 2 weeks. Well, I'm just coming off of it now. So my new prep will start next Saturday. I was going to start this Saturday, but I got a shoulder issue. So I'll go into that in the next video. So anyways, I will be back with more videos. Let me know what you guys want to know. And yeah, deuces.